Hello and welcome, my dear friends. Welcome to an episode where I will review a beautiful German piston filler I recently acquired. Probably, if you watched my last episode, you know that I bought this wonderful piece along with this desk ink stand with two reservoirs of ink, and I bought them at a real good deal. Now I will tell you what I paid for the fountain pen. I paid 135 lei, the equivalent of 27.16 euros, or 29.11 US dollars. It was in a pretty good condition. The only problem it was that it lacked one ring, or possibly, now I'm looking at it. So if you see this, possibly it had two rings and one of them was lost. It is quite possible for it to be lost because you can see I can drag it till the end of the body. This was saved because when I got it, it was located right over here above the clip, and this is the reason that it was, let's say, preserved. What can I tell you about this fountain pen, guys? Although I recently acquired it, I'm quite stunned by its quality. Usually when you get a piece like this, it has engraved on it the producer's name. And if we look carefully at this wonderful celluloid body, we can see that it is not engraved in any way. And not even on the cap. The cap is very beautiful. It has this wonderful clip you see here. I love the fact that we have a black cap and these gold plated trims. It's quite amazing. I told you it is a German one because it has this classic ink window over here, and it is a piston filler. It has a blind cap right over here, guys, and it reveals the turning knob which operates the piston mechanism. Look at it. The end of the piston has this corkscrew. So basically the corkscrew made with this wooden material is specific to the pens made before the beginning of the 1950s, because after the 1950s this was replaced by an ending made out of plastic, which of course is more durable than this corkscrew and doesn't need a replacement in time. The corkscrew is like that from the wine, guys, the same material, and in time with the content of the ink, the volume of it increases, and if you don't replace it in time, there's a chance that the fragile material of the celluloid and this material of the ink window can be swallowed as can be broken in time. I think that this was a quality product because this part over here, which usually at the Mont Blancs and other fountain pens from that period is made out of plastic, but this is made out of metal, so this is a very durable element, and I was quite surprised to see that it still draws ink. So a wonderful piece. The only thing that isn't to the standard of the construction of this pen is the nib. The nib is not solid gold. It is a warranted nib, but not a solid gold one. We have warranted an iridium. It refers to the iridium top of it. We have a very interesting nib. It seems like an oblique one, but we will test it in a few minutes. It appears that the nib is gold plated, and this is the ebonite feeder at the back. Quite a simple ebonite feeder, guys. So again, a German one, a piston filler with an ink window. It was very popular in the 1930s. It was introduced in 1929 by the Pelican 100 iconic model. And I'm not so sure about this one, about its producer, guys. Force, probably Faber-Castell, but I'm not sure of it. Tell me what you think, guys. I'm certain that there are knowledgeable people that know the characteristics of the German pens from that period. Maybe you can recognize this clip, maybe specific to some German producer, I don't know. So guys, without further delay, let me leave the dimension of this beautiful, beautiful pen on the screen. And then we will do the writing sample. So bear with me, guys. Let me change the angle of the camera. And I will change it like this. Let's see. Yes, it's quite nice. Okay, now I have here my notepad. Let's see. Okay, like this, my friends. And yes, why not? Let me use this page. Let me put this here. I don't want to lose it. Let's see. Okay, I have my notepad here. I have a glass of water here, and the reason that I have this glass of water is to demonstrate to you that this is a functional piston. So let me show you a little bit. I think it's good like this. I'm putting it in water. Now I'm turning the piston knob. You can see the bubbles. And it doesn't rotate till the end. Now I'm drawing water. It's like drawing ink. And you can see that the reservoir fills. The reason that I do this is because I don't want to draw ink in this particular one. It seems hardly used. So I will put back the water. Like this, guys. And we will do the writing sample with it, but just dipping it in ink. I will put this here, and for the writing sample, I think that this Parker ink, this quick ink, should do the job. I have here some material to clean the water off it. Okay, like this. And now let me put the blind cap on. But first of all, I will retract it like this. So I will retract it. I have to tell you, I don't have many pens with this particular part being metal. When I first saw it, I thought it was plastic, but someone painted it in this silver color, but in fact it is metal, guys. I can feel it on my fingers. Okay, like this. Let me see if we can post it. Yes, it posts quite well. And this is the ink, guys. So I will just dip it in ink like this, and I think it's sufficient. I will remove the excess of the ink, and you can see I don't have ink on the grip section. And now I will try to write with it. So I will leave it posted because it's very light. And now I will do a little zoom. So what do I have here, guys? I have a no name German piston filler. I believe it's from the 1930s. maybe late 1930s. Okay, it has a steel nib, and judging by the way it looks, it is, I think it's gold plated. The nib is warranted iridium. Okay, now let me test it to see if we have a flexible nib. And as you can see, guys, we have a little, but just a little flex to it. Certainly it is a juicy nib, and I will show it to you right over here. And let me see if we have some line variants of the nib. So here, no pressure on this wonderful nib, and here I'm starting to apply pressure. You can see no visible line variance. I'm quite pleased with the amount of ink the feeder contains, so it still writes okay. Now let me see if we can reverse write with this nib. Reverse writing. And I'm quite amazed of the way it reverse writes. It definitely shows that it can be used in reverse writing, no scratching, no loss of ink flow. And I'm not so sure here it writes like a broad one because I've just dipped it in ink. But I think it's like a medium one, medium. And in reverse writing it writes like a fine. So fine, maybe a little bit of oblique to it, and medium it usually writes. Being a juicy nib, it should do the signature quite well. Let's see. Yes, you can see quite well. And now I think I'm ready to tell you about the quick brown fox. So the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. What can I tell you, guys? A wonderful nib. It certainly writes a little bit oblique. I'm calling it, let me see, an oblique medium one, in my point of view. Tell me what you think, guys. How do you think? Based on the tip, it seems to be a little oblique. You can see the tines are not even. Okay, so this was the review of a wonderful no-name German piston filler, but an intriguing one because the quality is present here. Not often you find a no-name fountain pen with such beautiful traits. I'm pleased to have it in my collection. Certainly this celluloid is wonderful. It matches this wonderful ink window, and I think that at the price I paid for it, so only 27 euros or 29 US dollars, I think it is a wonderful piece of history. And I think every pen collector should be proud to have a piece like this in their collection, although it is a no-name piece. So guys, this was the review of this wonderful piece. I hope you have a nice day, my dear friends, wherever you are. I will see you again in the next episode. Till then, I wish you a wonderful day, and God bless you all, my dear friends.